Kilda. I am back with another tarot reading for the collective. So if you're seeing this, you're watching the replay on YouTube, and I was live in my monthly membership, the Wild Hearts Club, where I am making it a habit to go live more frequently with the cards and channel for the collective. And yeah, so here we are. This one's called Your Own Path. And I pulled some cards for Instagram, so you can pop over there and share some love on there if this reading resonates for you. I would love and appreciate that. But we've got the King of Swords. So I pulled these off camera before I asked to get an anchoring for today's message. And this deck is one of the only oracle decks that I work with, actually, and it was one of my very first decks that I purchased for myself. And this deck has gifted me the awareness of a lot of things that are deeply important in the healing and the well-being journey. So the first card came out by itself, and that's called Your Own Path. So I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. And then we had these, and I read them and I was like, oh yes, okay, these are picking up the air element that we've been really exploring here in the 6 a.m. soft body morning rises that I do. Air and water, and then we've got the present, which is beautiful. And then I saw these, and these were to be read and more cards pulled on. And I feel like Your Own Path, the air elemental, the present, and water elementals, they are very much where collective is at. So yeah, if this reading resonates with you, please at the end like and share, comment, subscribe if you like, and if you want to get serious on your spiritual gifts, you can join the monthly membership where we do daily witchery practices like tarot readings. Okay, so I feel intuitively there's a lot, or you feel like there's a lot to do. There's a lot of emphasis on the crown chakra. I'm hearing spirit say breathe. Release the shoulders. Maybe wiggle the nose, relax the jawline. I feel like there's this real acceptance that you're coming into in the things that you cannot control. So this is a healing of the young masculine energy, actually, that we've been channeling here for a while. The space feels quite large today, so you could be feeling in very small energy, and that's, oh, I just snorted like kids would. I feel like that's a big interesting. Okay. Seven of Swords and Page of Swords with the 10 of Cups in reverse again today. Interesting. Interesting that that's come up. So yeah, yesterday's reading could have really resonated with you. If you haven't seen that, you can go and check it out. It's just the one that I posted yesterday whenever you're watching this, so the video before this one. I can't even remember what I called it. It was like, if you've seen this message, it may be for you, or it's probably for you. Queen of Swords, yeah, because I feel like there's this detachment that you're going through where it's been very bittersweet for you. I feel like that's why we're coming out in the swords. This energy is very direct. It's very, honestly, like you're just operating in your mad scientist energy. You're just articulating what it is that you know to be truth and faithful to your expression, I'm hearing. So the Queen of Swords, you're coming across as quite direct. You're coming across as quite secure, but then there is, like, I feel like that's from afar. From afar, let's get some more actually. There is this kind of like child aspect, yes. So you're coming across as very, you come across as playful, but then I also feel like people feel like they can't quite, like they don't know you. We've got the spark. Okay. People think they don't, yeah, people don't understand because you are a healer, right? You're an earth angel. You are a spirit awakener. You are someone who brings these like new energies and sensations as you journey on your own path of just existing. There's this real beautiful, so one thing about the Soft Girl Collective and the Soft Girl energy and the Soft Girl Wairua and the Soft Girl lifestyle is your own unique path. That is the path. And you're somebody who is learning love lessons or has had to learn love lessons by having your father be your first heartbreak. It's like, okay, there's never been a balance. But now there is. But now there is. And there is. There's chaos in the outside space that you're in, which is creating a lot of noise in this unexpectancy. But with the Ten of Wands here, with the Devil in reverse, you've got a handle on I feel like you've got a handle on things at a really young age. I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom and people don't really know where to place you because you're not typical. And this is because that's a part of your own pathway. And there's a lot more here. I'm feeling this real curious energy. Yeah. There's this curious energy because I feel like you're ready to move on. It's coming across as curiosity. You're ready to move on from the trauma and the disappointment. That's the break of the disillusion. Judgment. I feel like people outside of you are hearing this call about you, but there's not a lot of certainty. Ten of Pentacles. Ugh. Because you just come across as someone who really has your shit together. Even if you don't feel like you do. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. Yeah, you don't give yourself enough credit. We've got the Strength. But there is a real strength and attraction with the way that you move through these energies. Wow, what the hecky helly, mate. Your own path is this path of just demonstration, construction, order, balance. It's creation. You're calling in support in different ways, and that is what you're learning how to do, is surrendering to the good, because you were programmed to give to siphoning sources. So these are all the good decisions that you've made over the last it's like couple of years, 2 to 3 years. Good decisions, hard decisions, hard connections. This is very post-war energy, which is how I read the Seven of Swords. Post-war, so this is like recovery. It's the recalibration, right? Which is what I specialize in. Is the rebrand I'm hearing for some of you, because it's the collection. I'm seeing these as like old collection of stamps, places and spaces that you've been. Versatile, right? And then we come back to the simplicities of life. We just come back to like who you are. 10 of Pentacles. You come across as very elegant, very fruitful, very, I'm hearing digestible, which is a yummy word to describe you. That means, you know, that you're good for the body. You know what's good for your body. I love this. I love this. We have the I love this energy. I'm hearing little old me. Little old me. Yes, little old you. You're getting like full house energy here. We've got the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles again. That's twice in 2 different cards. Queen of Cups not too far away. Ace of Wands, new direction. So I feel like the heaviness of the swords, and we haven't even read the Goddess cards, the heaviness of the swords, that's post-war energy. There is we can see the end at the tunnel. The end is here. And 2 of Cups is union energy. So this is telling me to tell you to utilize the full cup energy. Utilize this to help you feel this new shift in way, this new end of the tunnel. Ace of Wands again. Page of Pentacles. Okay. You could be really studying something new, or you've gained something, and you're like, So I feel that there's this, yeah, it's that curiosity energy. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Oof. There is a absolute presence of death. And this appreciation energy. So however you just keep sending love is what I'm hearing. They're feeling it. They are knowing it. This is just for like anybody in your reality. You're working hard to really move on and move forward. The gratitude is just such a beautiful disconnector, and it is helping you come into acceptance that you create your own reality. You're not a victim. So be grateful. Be fucking grateful. You asked for this. You called on this. The Hermit in reverse. It's like searching within. Can't find anything, look again. Can't find anything, look again. Until you humble yourself, till there is defeat, till you find what it is that it was, but you don't know what it is until it's gone. You know that cycle, right? Where you have had hindsight, but the thing about where it is that you are now is that the pressure is getting a lot. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of shift and a lot of change. There's a lot of new frequencies that you are needing to attune to in your higher dimensions. Your body is recalibrating. You could be having a lot of flu-like symptoms, particularly in the head and the crown. This is what we were catching as well, like yesterday. Something about last night. Okay, we've got heaps of cards. I'm going to study them now. We're going to look at some things. You're doing things differently. There's a lot here that is on the table. You're being invited to many, many tables. But you're also refusing to sit in a lot of things. Yeah. I love how we've separated the devil. We're going to separate all of these. We're going to take this. I feel like you are really setting new standards for yourself. We've got the Lovers. You're picking and choosing the cards because you see all the cards and you're like, you know what? I don't have to actually deal those ones. I can put it back. Spirit's like, yeah, you can. It's still an acknowledgement that those energies exist. But it's like, what do you want to see on your table? Because there's definitely like an energy of feeling stuck. And you learning how to emotionally support yourself during the abundant times, and regulating the abundancy to be your new normal, and that upkeep of it. Because you still are very much acting as is because of all the travel cards, because of how far you have created time and space capacity to hold more. And that's why these are the way they are. Ooh, what a beautiful journey this is for you. So I feel like if you really desire to embrace your soul's purpose, align to all the aspects of your life to the fullest, you want to reignite the divine spark within yourself and recognize that you are part of all creation and what you do is really fucking special and amazing. And if you understand that you are a earth angel here to bring healing and knowledge to everybody's world, come join me on the live. Come sit and listen, and you can message the group. I have comments that come up in the live chat, so I actually, it's interactive, we're chatting, and that really assists with the energy and the wairua and all the tangs. So yeah, sending you so much love and light. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you in the next live.